XGIMI just announced the next generation of flagship all-in-one projectors, the Horizon and Horizon Pro. The specs boast with a brightness of up to 2200 ANSI Lumens and a resolution of native 4K for the Pro and 1080p for the non-Pro version. Both of these projectors are meant to deliver a premium and hassle-free home cinema experience. And in this video, we're going to take a closer look at the Horizon Pro and see if it's the ultimate choice when it comes to, your next home cinema setup. First, a little disclosure though. XGIMI was kind enough to lend me the pre-production version of the Horizon Pro. I don't get to keep it, no money changed hands. They don't have any say in the making of this video and they won't see it before it gets released. If you aren't familiar with XGIMI or other manufacturers of all-in-one projectors, I would describe them as the evolution of your standard projectors. They aren't just a box that projects the image it got from an HDMI input, for example. It acts more like a smart TV that, instead of having an LCD or OLED screen, just projects the image. Means, instead of having separate devices for your image source like a PC, console or Chromecast, the projector itself and a sound system, it all is combined in one box that connects to your internet, sports Android TV as an operating system. This is very cool and makes the use much easier and also allows for lots of cool functionalities, which we will also explore in this video. Speaking of that box, the exterior is on the sides is made out of, like in previous iterations of the Age or Horizon series, out of an aluminium mesh, and top and bottom is black matte plastic. The remote also has a very premium feel to it with its aluminium shell and has just the right weight so it's not too heavy or too light. The buttons seem solid and have a very satisfying click to them. While design is obviously something very subjective, I happen to like the industrial design of the XGIMI Horizon and Horizon Pro, and I could see them fit nicely into a living room. Very much in contrast to some other projectors out there which often have still this white plasticky look and feel to them. Mounting is pretty much like all XGIMI projectors at this point, very easy with a 1/4 inch mount at the bottom of the projector. This makes it compatible with a big variety of accessories. This was also great for the testing in this video because I just could put the projector on a tripod and basically move it everywhere. Still, the versatility is nothing short but amazing, and XGIMI also offers fitting accessories like stands or smaller tripods that really fit the aesthetics of their products. Speaking of the setup, one great thing about some all-in-one projectors is their automatic functionalities when it comes to focusing and keystone adjustments. With the Horizon Pro, the focus is set up at startup time or by just a simple press of a button. As with the previous release, XGIMI made the automatic keystone adjustment work up to 45 degrees vertically and horizontally. But in contrast to the old one, it got some new tricks up its sleeve. For once, the projector is smart enough to detect obstacles in front of your screen and automatically changes the projection area so your viewing experience isn't blocked. It automatically detects the borders of your screen and fits the projection area to it. Both features worked flawlessly in my testing, and they're a good addition to the already great ease of use functionalities they already have built in the past. As already mentioned in the beginning, the Horizon projectors have Android TV in version 10 installed. The navigation is basically snappier than ever, and with that comes obviously the Play Store where you can install all the contents and streaming platforms you want. One thing to note here though, to use Netflix you still have to install it via the separate launcher like I described in the Mogo Pro Plus review I did a couple of months ago. After that, it's just a one-time thing. It works like any other app. Yeah, unfortunately I couldn't shoot this for the sake of this video because I still have a pre-production firmware of my projector and this launcher doesn't work yet. But I got the confirmation of XGIMI that this will be changed before the launch of the projector. Other than that, you got obviously your Google Assistant where you can use voice commands with the remote to, for example, search for videos on YouTube. But let's talk about the most important part, image quality. The short answer basically is it's bright. It's really, really bright. You know, it can't magically subtract any light from your wall, but yeah, even under suboptimal lighting conditions, you still have contrast in the projection. even on a very sub-ideal surface like the woodchip wallpaper in this case. In this testings and all the shots, I tried to match the exposure of my camera as close to what I perceived with my own eyes, so you can get a good estimation of how it may look in different lighting conditions. It's really amazing, I feel, how well basically the projection still looks even in very, very horrendous lighting conditions. And as you can see in the more dim scenario, this means this projector can definitely be used greatly for the occasionally garden party, even if it's not completely dark outside. What also really stands out about the Pro version of the Horizon projectors is the native or true 4K image. This really shows and uplifts the quality, especially on projections above 100 inches. The image is really an absolute joy, and I really had fun using it for multiple movie sessions. Also, color-wise, I don't have any complaints. They seem vivid and they seem accurate. I didn't see any weird shifts or tints in the image. Also, I think is noteworthy is that XGIMI is using an LED light source instead of a conventional bulb. This means it has multitudes of the lifespan of a traditional projector. A lifespan of 3,000 to 4,000 hours is basically standard, and XGIMI claims, close to 10 times that with 30,000 hours. This results in much fewer, basically none repairs in that time, which are very costly, by the way. And you could watch 8 hours a day, every day for 10 years without it breaking. Here, a little side note though. If you want to see a comparison, and especially an image quality comparison between the Horizon Pro and its probably next best competitor in the all-in-one projector space, the Anker Nebula Cosmos, please make sure to subscribe. I'm currently working on that comparison and will release it shortly. But streaming is obviously not the only way to use this projector. Like every TV basically, it has a multitude of ports where you can plug in a thumb drive or go just with the console over HDMI and can play some games on it. And that works great, by the way. I played some good old fashioned Rocket League on it. Was great. I played some other casual games on it, and even a bit more demanding drone racing simulator. I didn't have any problems with image quality or especially latency, and I can say it was great fun. I probably wouldn't use it for competitive shooter, but I think that actually goes without saying. Other than that, you can also cast the screen of your phone over the built-in Chromecast onto the projector, plug in a thumb drive, or connect via Ethernet to your home network. The sound system is once again from Harman Kardon, and the projector sports two 8-watt speakers, which create a really voluminous sound. I think the built-in sound system is excellent for what it is. Due to its comparatively small size, I think occasionally would want to move it around like the mentioned garden party. Then it's great to have the sound built in basically, so you don't have to deal with any external sound system. It's definitely loud enough, and for what it is, it sounds great. In the silent room, the cooling of the projector is slightly audible. I did a baseline test here to really show what the general noise floor in my apartment is. As soon as you go away like 1 or 2 steps, or just put on the sound like when you play a video, you can't hear it. Bottom line then, the XGIMI Horizon Pro is a premium projector that produces an amazing image and is very easy to use. Even being a pre-production version, I couldn't find any significant flaws other than the missing ability to use Netflix on it right now. But like I said, I got the confirmation it will be fixed before launch, so it shouldn't be a big issue. So I dare to say it's an excellent choice for home theaters and has an amazing value given the quality and functionality it provides. If the price tag of $16.99 is too much for you though, and you feel like you don't really need a 4K projection, you can definitely check out the non-pro version of the Horizon, which only differs in the resolution, so same brightness, same functionalities, for $600 less. With that said, I really hope you enjoyed this video or found it at least helpful. If you have any comments or any questions, just hit me up in the comments down below. Please consider subscribing, it helps me out greatly, and see you in the next one. Bye.